Welcome to Adventure Time!
Hey guys, welcome back to In Future Tense or Intense Future. We have a doozy for you today because we're coming back at a video that I already filmed, but I was a little insensitive with how I talked about things, and so we're going to come back at it in a different way this time and try and look at it from a perspective that's a little more neutral. We were talking about Donald Trump. This is going to be hard. We were talking about Donald Trump and how he basically said we were going to mess up Korea if they don't chill. People are really excited about this. China's excited about this. We're excited about this. North Korea's excited about this. I'm not talking the good kind of excited. I'm talking about like we're in a frenzy right now, getting caught up in all this. And I wanted us to stop for just a second and stop worrying about what might happen and just realize that if it does happen, our world is going to change as we know it. And I'm not saying that we should be terrified, but I am saying that we need to just worry about day to day, and when that comes, deal with it when it happens. We have a president that is very unpopular, but the common people, us, we did elect him, whether it was by voting against him or for him or whatever. We helped him get to where he's at, either on purpose or on accident. That's just the truth, because he is elected, and he was elected for a reason. Now he represents us. Whether we like what we see in the mirror or not, he represents us. And he's going to do what we would do, whether we know it or not. Because the whole thing about it is people like to say the election is rigged. People like to say that Donald cheated. We like to say all types of things. But the reality of it is if you look objectively at our country, we elected ourselves as president because Donald has a big mouth. I think it's very clear that we all have big mouths in this generation. Some of us are a little better at restraining it, but at the end of the day, if we get upset about something, we speak up very loudly. Donald prefers to live in luxury and convenience. Last time I checked, we do too. Donald likes to kick the crap out of anybody that gets in his way, and he yells at people when he feels like it. And I would say definitely for the millennial generation, he represents us pretty well. Donald has a lot of things that he says that are inappropriate and true at the same time. We do that same thing. We elected a president that represents us. Now, whether or not he does everything that we want him to do, that's the question. Whether or not his policies are all on point, that's the issue. But when it comes down to whether or not we get into conflict with Korea, I think we need to stop worrying about if it's going to happen. State our opinion, write into your senators, write into your district representatives, write into the president if you want to. Send something his way. If it gets to him, it gets to him. If it doesn't, somebody will read it. And we have the right to our opinion and to voice our thoughts. So do that. And then after that, sit back and let the process take its course. If you don't believe in the process, you're in the wrong country, guys. Because even though, yes, it's messed up, even though, yes, people are taking advantage of it, even though, yes, people have been in office for far too long, the reality is we put them there. Now, if you want to get them out, you have to do that. There's actions and there's ways that you can do that, and that's what you have to do. And it may seem like an impossible thing, and believe me, I sit around and I'm frustrated half the time at what's going on in our country, but then I realize I haven't really done that much to stop it. All I do is complain. I don't really take action. And if you are taking action and it doesn't seem like it's working, get more people to understand that they need to take action with you, because the representatives represent the majority. They don't represent the individuals. And the sad fact of it is, most of the people I have issues with are people that have been elected by a majority. The problem is we don't want to see that. And I'm not supporting them, and I'm not against them. I'm just saying there's a process. You need to go through that. And if we do get into conflict with Korea, we need to be good Americans about it. not whining about what's happening, not terrifying our children over what's happening, but standing up and saying, okay, look, this happened. We're going to own it. We're going to be American. And for lack of a better term, we're going to kick ass. That's what America is all about. That's what it's always been about. Freedom and representation. You have the freedom to speak, and you have the freedom of representation by whether you're going to court, you have an attorney. When you're going to Donald Trump, you have your senators and representatives. That's how it works, guys. Those are our freedoms that we have set up and that we have allowed to change. And you have to work with what you have, because running around chanting things that you're angry about, running around posting things on social media where you're being angry, like I did on my last video, and being opinionated but not productive, that's not going to help things. Speak your mind, and then sit back and let the process take its course. And if the process is against you, then just remember that if somebody comes to your door to take away your freedom, you have the right to protect yourself at that time, but not before. Because if you do a preemptive strike, you're never going to get that fair chance at saying process, at saying someone speak on your behalf. You know, you have criminals out there running around robbing banks. Well, here's the question. If you go to the bank and you have $5 in the bank and that's not enough, you got to go make some more money, right? And you could go to your boss and you could say, hey, look, can I pick up an extra shift? Could I get some more money? And you might. But if you go to the bank with a gun and you rob the bank and you take money out and you get caught and you go to jail, I guarantee your boss is never going to give you the chance to earn money. And you may never get that chance again, depending on what happens. That's how it works with the political system. Right now, our bank is low on funds. Right now, we have problems. And the only way we can solve them is not by robbing the bank, not by screaming at innocent people, but by going about our business and taking advantage of the system. I never said you could not take advantage of the system. I just said you need to use the system. There are loopholes. There are ways to do things. And if you want to figure those out bad enough, you will figure them out. Just do it the right way. Be safe. Be respectful. Be American. Now, we're going to move on from there. I think I've talked enough about politics for one episode. And we're going to go ahead and talk about the next topic, which is Disneyland. I have my Disney trip coming up in about a week and a half, and I'm going to go down. I'm going to test out the parking lot idea that I came up with in my first reboot video to see if I can get into Disneyland for under $10 and avoid parking fees. Hopefully I don't get towed, but we'll see. It'll be a risk I'm willing to take because I could be saving a lot of money by parking over there, so I'm going to do it. On the other side of things, if you want to join me, I'll be going the 23rd, 24th, possibly the 25th, and the 31st of this month. You're more than welcome to join me. You can comment below. You could message me through my Facebook page. If you're my friend, you could message me directly. But I'd love to have you down there. I'd love to chit-chat about some of the things I've talked about. Maybe if you have some opinions, you could come down and tell me about them. And who knows? Let's have some fun, guys. Let's do something different. Let's get out of our box. I'm going to be doing mostly exploring those days. I will let you know. So if you're going with me to Disneyland to go on all kinds of rides, it's probably not going to happen because I'm more interested in trying to get reacquainted with the park since it's been about 6 years and a lot of things have changed. So I'm going to go on rides, but I'm going to spend most of my time walking around and remapping out everything in my head. It'll be exciting. So if you guys are interested in doing that and can step away from the rides for a day or two, I think we might have a lot of fun. I've been reading this book here, which I recommend to all Disney fans. It came out this year. It's a new edition. It's the Disneyland Encyclopedia. It's A to Z, everything inside the park, and even some stuff in downtown Disney. So check it out. It's great. I will attach a link to my description section. Also, shout out for Justin Scard. That's his channel name, Justin Scard, Scarred. Or if you want to check out his other channel, which I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it hasn't been very active lately. It's Live Fast Die Poor, I believe. Could be wrong, but there's links on Justin Scard on that channel. You can check that out. I'll also post a link below for some of my favorite videos, and he is having an auction / sale coming up on September 2nd in Santa Monica, I believe. I'm kind of embarrassed because I'm forgetting. It's either Santa Ana or Santa Monica, but I will post a link to that as well below. I would really love if you guys could go support him because I know I've been going through a lot of my life, and he's hilarious, and positive attitude, his different take on the world, and his travels have really inspired me to keep going, keep trying to better myself, and now get back on YouTube. He is an inspiration for me. And I'm not going to be a creeper and be like, I'm in love with Justin, but I love him. He's a great guy, and he's kept my head screwed on tight. So thank you, Justin, and this is all for today, guys. Thank you for joining in Future Tense. Hey, thanks guys for watching Future Tense. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to subscribe and share. And if you didn't like what you saw, please leave something in the comments below so I can improve my content matter and make sure that I keep things appropriate and pertinent to what you guys are looking for. Hope you guys are having a great day. Talk to you soon. Thanks for joining in Future Tense, or Intense Future!